TV, you want ice, you want blackness, go on Black Ice TV. See?
What came first, Ra or Allah? Jesus, Darwin, Krishna, Raja, everybody swears they know the creator. Put belief first, facts, cracks, grow greater. Check it, pa, what came first, Drake or the Woo? If mask off's the future is blue. Higher infinite power, healing our people. Replaced with trap, confine the minds of ways that's fecal, lethal. What came first, woman or the man? You take man out of woman, you can't reverse the plan. Man feels the greater than nature, that's why we're living damn. Balance brings truth, but resides in a hand. Talk fam, what came first, blackness or the womb? The blackness of the galaxy, the blackness of the tomb. The blackness of the skin or the blackness of the heart. The blackness of the soul where the seed takes its start.
All right, Black Ice TV in the house once again. King and Queen's book tour. Getting a reaction from the audience on how they found the day one. So I'm here with my sister. Introduce yourself to the people, please, and tell them how you found it.
Thank you, Brother Richie. Okay, greetings, family. Greetings, kings and queens, gods and goddesses. My name's Sister Deb Rose, founder of Natural November, one of the sponsors of the Kings and Queens book tour. Very happy to be here. Want to give thanks to Sister Shazan, to King Kevin, and also to TC Carrier for coming over from the US, for creating this event, for bringing this to us, and for sharing with us as well something that's very important and very needed within our community in order for us to continue to heal. So the book launch has been absolutely fantastic, as I'm sure everybody else has confirmed as well. I'm looking forward to the rest of the tour, and just looking forward to hearing their different perspectives on how we can heal ourselves first and foremost, and also how we can heal in order to have wonderful, exciting, happy, enjoyable, healing relationships. The blueprint, or the black print, I should say, that we should be passing down to our children and so forth. So yeah, no, very happy and very excited, very proud of Sister Shazan as well. And yeah, just looking forward to how the rest of the tour progresses. So yeah, join us because like I said, it is so important and so relevant. The many different ways in which they're going to talk about our relationships. TC Carrier, he comes more from the metaphysical aspect. Shazan, she's a Scorpio. Well, TC Carrier is a Scorpio as well, he informed us today. So yeah, they're very relationship orientated. I'll say that in inverted commas because of where we are at the moment. And Kevin, he comes more from the, well, he was talking about the 7 types of queens, the natural, the nutritional, the spiritual, the warrior. And yeah, no, it's going to be good. So make sure you attend. There's something for everyone, for young, old, male, female. And yeah, no, looking forward to it. So giving thanks.
So, is that a question? Yeah.
What age, because I know you're into the children's book, what age would you kind of recommend kind of separate?
Yeah, you know what?
Certain content, you don't want to understand, but at a stage we do need everyone to do
Right.
So.
Did everybody hear that question?
I was just asking, because he's obviously got the children's book as well, at what age would you separate the kind of two for everybody? Because obviously youth can hear it, but there's actually a certain time and period where you need to cut it off, or where's the limits? What do you recommend? What do you think of your own personal?
People ask me that, right? Because we get into pretty heavy topics in the book, for children's book. And what I've learned is that these children that are coming in today, they are coming with purpose. They're not coming playing around. They already have some knowledge and they already have a plan in place, right? That they're here for a reason. So this book, even though the words may be a little difficult for a 3-year-old, the content is what the 3-year-old needs as far as reconnecting with why they are here. So I would say, you know, we have kids listening to rap music, and they're 3 years old, and they repeat all these grown-up words, right?
True.
Right? So there's no reason why they can't have grown-up words, but actually something to uplift them and guide them. So a good question. People ask me that all the time. I say about 8 to 12 as far as the vocabulary and grammar, but as young as 3 to even an adult, because they're life lessons that we can all learn from. We all have an Ampu that's supposed to guide us. You know, he's the angel on the shoulder that tells us, do the right thing, you can go on, don't give up, so on and so forth. So, great question. I recommend this for everybody.
Any other questions for TC?
Sorry, you just
This is
said
Lady Tamar, by the way.
I know her. What's up? Hey, Tamar.
You just said something and it resonated with a particular thing I'm working with my son with, so I thought, let me just ask. So my son basically tells me constantly hear voices. That's when he gets up to naughty things. And I know, and I'm trying to get him to understand that yes, there are several voices and they can be the good ones and the not so good ones. So I'm trying to help him to channel into the more positive voices. I don't know if there's anything you can comment on that.
That's pretty deep. How old is he?
He is going to be 5 in a couple of months.
Oh wow.
He's
Okay.
very grown for his age.
I see. I was gonna say this, but I recommend this for you so that you can relate to him. One thing on this tour that we've been talking about that has not been addressed in our community is that we are all born a twin. We have a higher self, right, which is the voice of our heart. And then we have a lower self, which is our ego. And that's the voice of the left brain. And in ancient Kemetic science, there was a story of Heru, which is a falcon god. He represents the hero in you, fighting his uncle Set, who represents your ego. Selfishness, jealousy, envy, you know, the whole lower self thing, right? So there's a battle between your two selves to control your time and energy, because that's how you're going to view yourself in the world around you. So I remember in older films in America, they actually had an angel and a devil on the shoulder. And the angel would be like, no, do the right thing. And the devil would be like, no, forget that. You don't have to go to school. You can. So that is real. And that's something that we don't know, because in our black community, it's fed ego. Music, with the television, with the materialism, everything is equal. So we don't even know we have that other voice trying to tell us, no, we have a higher purpose, a higher calling. And that's where our power is, and that's why it's suppressed so much, because to work night and day to suppress the people and keep them in oppression tells me the power that we have, the potential that we have must be something amazing, you know. So when I was young, 8 years old, my father was not around. It's common in America, unfortunately. I don't know if it's common here as well. So I was forced to listen to my heart, because there was no one there to tell me what to do. There was no one there to guide me and whatnot. So I learned at a young age to listen to the right voice. Went through my trials and tribulations, but in the end, I always followed my heart. And that's kind of the thing we were talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, the heart is everything.
Because they try so much to control you through your mind. You know, so much mind control going on. So that's why they try to keep people in their mind. Whereas if you operate more from your heart, they can't control that. So that's why it's important to follow the heart, not the mind. And don't you wonder why is it that we as a community, it's like, to me it's like there's some kind of covert operation to keep the black man and woman apart, or to just keep us at the bottom of society. Like even when we do try to come together and do things, almost like, you know, they try and mash it up like when they set up the Wall Street, or, you know, but they don't do that to other people. You know, like everybody else has got their thing going on, the Jews, the Chinese, the Asians. But whenever we try to do anything, why is it that happens?
Problem.
So, yeah, why is it a
I
problem?
mean, can I just add to that? I recognise the kind of conspiracy conversation, but also, if we don't know who we are, they can get away with it. Simple as that.
And that's why it's
And
important.
that's what it comes
Yeah.
down to. It comes
Yeah.
down to know thyself.
That's why I
Because
said remember.
if you are in a position of power, and I mean, it takes a lot, it takes a lot of energy to keep us in that. That's a concentrated effort. That takes a lot of energy to do that. Like if I wanted to lie to my children and say that pigs flew, it would take a lot of concentration to create that. And so only with us being up in religion, up in, whatever entities or hedonism, if we're going to stick to those kind of vibrations, we are going to be susceptible to being mind controlled. Our children are, I've got lots of friends who homeschool, and there was a time when homeschoolers it was a separate dynamic from homeschooling ed children and school children. Now you've got the children with the same tablet. You've got the same situation showing up. They're doing things, a lot of these homeschool children, don't get it twisted. So the thing is, we have to teach them, you talked about the higher and lower self. We have to teach them from a very, very young age about the higher and lower self, because that's what you're born with.
That's the thing, is to get them as young as possible, because it's much easier to just train them right in the first place than to then go and try and reprogram your whole self again. So that's what the aim is that if we fix ourselves, then the next children that are coming through, they don't go through what we went through. I didn't start this journey until I was in my mid-30s. What if we could have just started right in the first place? So we're not having to put ourselves back together or fix ourselves. And that is part of what we aim to do long term. But right now, we're just here to give you guys as much information as possible during this week, and get you to get the books, read the books, come and join in the discussions, so that we can start this process of self-healing our community. This is what it's all about. So, any other questions?
Yeah, just want to ask a question. Other Tisa Carol or even King Kevin can ask this question here. The thing about soulmate, twin soulmates. I wonder if you can give some information around. Have you done any research into that? But there's so much information about that. You mean
Soulmate?
Yeah, soulmate, twin
Soulmate
soulmate.
or twin soul?
So yeah,
Which
twin
one are you
soul.
talking about?
Both
Twin
of them.
soul. But they're two different things.
There's two different things.
Yeah,
Twin soul.
the twin soul.
Twin soul.
You mean the twin flames?
Yeah.
Yeah, twin soul.
I've heard about the twin flames and the soulmates. We all have our own attributes that we bring to the table. We have different things that we specialize in, things that makes us important and special. And in life, until you meet that person, that companion, that I wouldn't necessarily say complete you, but they add to what you already offer. They magnify.
And magnify what you have already.
What you have already.
Yeah.
And what happens is it brings out the best in you. That's the type of relationships we need. We need relationships that brings out the best in us, not the worst in us, not the ones that were cussing you out early in the morning, sending you crazy text messages. We need to be edifying each other.
Yeah.
And so until you find that person that brings out the best in you, you have not found your soul. So how many of you all in here have found your soul? Or no, looking for soul?
Can you have more than one?
Yeah, exactly.
Can you have more than one?
But that's different to the twin
Yeah.
soul.
Sorry?
That's different to the twin soul.
Twin flames.
Twin soul.
So you want to explain that to us?
Because I actually met my twin soul. It was because of my interactions with my twin soul why this book got written. And I think that's the purpose of the twin souls when they meet. It's not so much always about them. It's about helping to raise the consciousness of the planet.
Well, the twin soul.
No, yeah.
Yeah, can you explain what twin soul is?
I wrote a blog about it. I'll send you the link. I did. No, okay, so I just know that my personal experience when I met, sorry, Yolanda, Yolanda, sorry, come back to that. Is it to do with the twins?
It's to do with that, yeah, because
Okay.
I was actually saying that sometimes people get it twisted about the whole soulmate thing, because a soulmate doesn't necessarily come to you for it to be flowery and lovey-dovey. Sometimes, oftentimes actually, because it's the difference between a soulmate and a twin flame. The twin flame is much more seemingly compatible, still brings out some stuff that might rub it the wrong way, but the soulmate often brings up stuff that needs to come out that might be very pretty. So it can often, again, not always be something that's always compatible, but bring stuff up that needs to come out and up, and you have to work with it.
Yeah.
And it can be for a reason, season, or like, twin flames, from my understanding, was more like lifetime. But yeah, that's just my understanding.
I think all relationships, whether it's for a reason, season or lifetime, that people come into your life to teach you something, to help you to grow. So it doesn't matter whether you break up from that person, whether you stay together or not, that experience with that person is part of your growth. Whatever you went through with that person, if you didn't go through it, whether it's good or bad, it wouldn't have helped you to grow and get to the next level in your own development, in your own evolvement. And that's the purpose of relationships. So soulmate relationships, I kind of feel that.
Let me go ahead and add to it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, brother, our ancestors studied that. It was the science. It was called, anyone know? The study of
The law of gender?
the law of gender, astrology.
Astrology.
Right?
Yeah.
Now the horoscopes, right? So we all have a alternate zodiac sign that's compatible with us. I'm a Scorpio, so my opposite sign is Taurus. Okay, so that's supposed to be my reflection. So it got a lot deeper than the way it is now, right? It was on a whole different level of astrology, but that's why they had arranged marriages, because it was all about rearranging and refining DNA to be giants or to be gods. So you had the science of how to be a god and goddess, and those offspring was just incredible. And you kept doing that and doing that and doing that. As far as the soulmate thing, it was brought to me that in the beginning, right, in the ethers, right, you had the feminine principle, which is magnetic. Okay, the masculine principle is electric. So in creation, it was the feminine principle, which was magnetic. So it gathered up, it said, I want to create something so that I could see my reflection in the lowest dimension possible, which is the physical. A lot of people think this is it. This is the lowest we can descend to. So this feminine energy said, I want to see myself in this low dimension. So it gathered up all the resources, all the nutrients and elements in the ethers and formed man. And it got so heavy, like the rain clouds, when they get enough rain, it rains. So it came down to the earth. So that's the feminine principle. So in order to the feminine principles to see its reflection in the physical, it gathered up the mud, you know, like Adam came from the earth, in the Quran. Up the mud, because female is magnetic, and created man. So we now are here because we are trying to have a reunion with our other half. So that's, everyone is really our soulmate. Every man and a woman is the
soulmate.
Exactly, yeah. We are a part of God having a reunion with each other in the lowest dimension. So every relationship you should have should be your soulmate when it comes to those terms, that you are reuniting with the other part that makes you the creator.
But sometimes they don't feel like soulmates because they're...
Well, you coming together at a lower level, and it may not be because he's got good credit, he's got a good job, and then now I'm trying to make him my soulmate. But in reality, like the sister was saying, sometimes people are brought to you to be exposed, all your insecurities, to get exposed so that you can overcome them, so that you can be your best self. And that's what a true mate does, is it holds you accountable to who you are and not for what you become.
Definitely, I agree with that as well, because the companion that's meant for you, they're going to bring the best out of you. They're going to, like you mentioned, expose those weaknesses, expose your insecurities, And if you're not going to expose those insecurities, then you're never really going to be in love with that person, because there's going to be resentment within that relationship. And what I mean by resentment is there are things that are aspects in life, right? We all make mistakes. We all fall. We all fall short. Nobody's perfect. Not even me. Nobody's perfect. But when you find that companion, that queen or king, you see something beautiful happens, you know. And in love, there's going to be some fire. They're kind of like gold. You know, gold gets refined, like diamonds. Diamonds in that rock. You have to chip out and chisel, you know, the core, the dirt that's on it until you see that beautiful finish. And that's what a loving, healthy relationship does. It chips out those past pains. You know what I mean? Those corners in your heart that no one else sees. You know, because you're not allowing them to see that.
And doesn't it take a lot of trust, sorry to cut you, doesn't it take a lot of trust from the individual to just, you know, give yourself, just like that open to that sort of thing?
It takes courage.
All right, courage.
Yeah,
Not everybody's got that courage, not everybody's got that confidence.
Then you're gonna have to have the courage to believe. Because if you truly feel as if this man, this king, is worth your time and energy, you're gonna have to allow him into that, you know, those darker areas, you know, in your heart, that you've not allowed anyone else to go. Which I understand, you can't allow everybody into your inner circle. It's not
Not
that.
scare a brother. You know, sometimes brothers ain't, you know,
You're not ready.
not ready to receive the information that you're transmitting.
You gotta use discernment and pray on it. Please pray on it. Do not get involved in dealing with every Tom, Dick, and Harry just because he looks good, drives a fancy car, has a nice job, and things of that nature. Because a lot of men carry STDs, which are sexually transmitted demons. If you don't deal with that, if you don't pray on it and ask God to reveal whether or not this guy is genuinely into you, or is he just there to have sex with you and eat your good food. Because there's a man out there that's waiting for a beautiful woman such as yourself, but he's not going to see you because you're dealing with this bozo. You know what I mean? So that's what I want to say about that. Good question.
One thing, sister, that a lot of sisters have miscommunication, and you brought it up, is that how can I trust somebody? Right? That was the thing. And a lot of people think trust and love are the same things. They're not. Love doesn't care about trust. Love is sufficient unto itself. So what happens is sisters set the bar of for a man to earn their trust, right? Not to love them, but to earn their trust. So a man will jump through the hoops. Now I already got it in my mind. The sister's not going to love me. I'm not going to have a loving relationship. I'm just going to earn her trust, and I'll be gone. Yeah. Because that's all you wanted. Yeah. So how do I earn your trust? I do the things that you want me to do. Be on time and do all this. And then how do you show me you trust me? By being intimate with me.
Black ice, T, V. Black ice, T, V.
What came first, Ra or Allah? Jesus, Darwin, Krishna, Raja, everybody swears they know the creator. Put belief first, facts, cracks, grow greater. Check it, pa, what came first, Drake or the Woo? If mask off's the future is blue. Higher infinite power, healing our people. Replaced with trap, confine the minds of ways that's fecal, lethal. What came first, woman or the man? You take man out of woman, you can't reverse the plan. Man feels the greater than nature, that's why we're living damn. Balance brings truth, but resides in a hand. Talk fam, what came first? Blackness or the womb? The blackness of the galaxy, the blackness of the tomb. The blackness of the skin or the blackness of the heart? The blackness of the soul where the seed takes its start.